Even on a one-way street, they managed to get in accidents. Right next to Fred Meyer. One-way street with lights. Alright, so this looks like a dock that was designed for heavy-duty purpose at one time. And it's just fallen in disrepair, not too high up from the land, just to get a little above the water. This guy is very active. Wish I could catch him. Alright, so they got us blocked off here from the shore quite a distance. And there's a little bit of trash out there. That could be seen. That raft thing. Not sure what that is. I guess this could be considered like an industrial zone. Very active enforcement on 4th Street for some reason. I think the speed limit's 25. Alright, and down this road, I didn't expect to see this, but there's a history museum. What a weird sound. Alright, so you can walk right up on this. Pretty close too. Used to be an old dock. Not too high up. Okay, it'll get a little too wet soon enough. But it's well rotted. Not there's bark. There's actually bark on that one. So they were driving poles into the ground with bark on them still. Had something going on here. Either coal or lumber. Next to the museum. And there's a boat on display. So at the Compass building, I'm not sure if it, I can't see it on, oh there I can see it. That light across from the VP Fuels. I'm looking for the Law Center, which should be open tomorrow. Walk in for free. I bet a lot of homeless people hang out here when it rains. Oh yeah, I smell the pee right here, probably. Ugh. Alright, so this is the Law Center, and then the temporary. This looks interesting. It's a printing museum. Hours. Saturday. Today's Sunday, so Tuesday through Saturday, so actually I could easily come back. A printing plant? I don't know if I can see. It's only like one room unless there's other stuff, other parts. Got things, a newspaper, things on display. Yeah, that'd be pretty neat. I'd like to check it out. I have a pretty waterfront on this road. Unfortunately, you can't really walk on the waterfront because the train company's on it. And then it looks like a historic display here because a lot of this stuff looks pretty old, but there's no signs that talk about the history. But you can get an idea, like this old bulldozer, it's pretty neat. Very thick fence to protect. What the heck is this? One of them tugboats, an early version of maybe a smaller tugboat. I don't understand if that can be seen why it's got that that rigid front to like cause some roughness on the side in the front of the boat so it can run into certain things. Oh, there's a sign. Okay, talk about the cabooses. Across from the McDonald's. Okay, just taking a look around. I could walk from one end to the next, but then you see sections like this falling into the water. And I don't have much confidence. And what's the deal with this? Can that be seen? There's like spikes and stuff. See these spikes? Whoa, I slipped. So it's muddy around here. What is this for? A swimming pool? There's water over there. This is quite an operation they had for a while. They put a lot of effort into making this dock. Probably, to span out the time frame, late 1800s, early 1900s. That seems to be the most common time frame. Next to the Coos Museum. I don't dare walk on this. It really is in bad shape. So it is a museum. I just came up on it from behind. Closed early due to illness. So that's too bad. Yeah, there's a lot that you could look at too. Coos Bay. Across from McDonald's again. Alright, they have something set up to drain this pool of water. But it's such a trickle. Why is it so slow in relation to how much water is there? I guess they don't care so much about, you know, if it gets too high, they can accept some water. I just find this interesting. It's an old railroad track that I don't believe is being used because they got a big pile of sand off in the distance. And then they don't want people driving through this parking lot to get to the Safeway. And people hang out here and drink beer when it's not raining too much. And you go behind the Safeway, since this is Safeway, right behind. All box cars back in the old days. Just like back in the old days, you could hop on a box car, get to where you need to go. And fresh graffiti. This is a spot to do some graffiti. They might bump up enforcement. And it looks like they're doing some kind of work with the rail ties. Maybe they replace. These look old. They don't have any no trespassing signs, but oh, there's an open rail box car down there. But you know, I'm sure they bump up enforcement. I'm sorry, I just find this so interesting. You got this grass and then the dock, this rotted dock, and it's in sections. It's like, did this open section, was there a building here, or did the dock extend there? I'm guessing a building was probably built. You got this dock, then maybe a building was built out to the dock at one time, and it's broken in the center right over there. Alright, so this is a Coos Bay boardwalk. They got homemade clam chowder daily. Winter hours. Looks like a pretty good walkway. Maybe the clam chowder is at this seafood market. Can that be red? Mortgage fees? Okay, I'll just walk down. There's stuff to read at some of the piers. Alright, so this restaurant is closed on Sunday all day. Wow. So this does connect to the ocean. so these people can sail. They have to sail a pretty good distance. I think it's a good half of a mile away, having to round around the inlet